Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
Yeah, I don't know why it says null for you. I guess just call it a Halloween miracle.
This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 AD. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes,
the Maya loved jade.
And used it for many of their carvings.
Oh man, that sick Joanna glass reflection
like
animation.
In the world, and it's
good stuff.
Which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair.
I should go to the top of my notes.
He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right.
Oh, I'm not a
because
fake
I'm not
trooper.
Here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
If there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
Where's the rest of the staff around here?
We've had to make some, budget cutbacks, so we'll be relying heavily on our volunteers.
Hey, HS.
Namely, you.
You finally made it to a T-stream, and I finally streamed at a normal hour. So, we both achieved something today.
And Alejandro Del Rio, attaché to the Mexican consulate and executive thorn in my side.
Tell me more about Alejandro Del Rio.
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith? It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old, with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
What purpose did the monolith
Well, I'm not gonna wait till I see it. I'm gonna speed see it.
Was made at the special request of King
I'm gonna
Pakal
see it, then get out of there.
But we don't know what its purpose was.
Who's Henrik?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vanderhead till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Thanks for the orientation, Joanna. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, okay, this is already going
Commission for the arts.
interestingly. Oh, and...
I should put in my temple key card.
It's not time for that, Nancy. It's time for this. Ah, rats. Ah, alright, well, let's see how this goes. Give me a 2. Ah. Well, if it makes you anxious, you can put on some Bob Ross at the same time, and then, like, have them cancel each other out, you know? That always works for me with things that induce anxiety. I honestly should do that more often. I don't know why I don't. Yeah, Bob Ross emote. There you go. Okay, that was good.
Looks like this side is
Nancy
missing
Drew,
a part.
or should I say, Detective Drew. I'm Sinclair.
Who told you I was
You've got a
detective?
Bob Ross mug?
I was at a
Oh, that's really
meeting
cool.
with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do
Oh, I
say
just
so
saw the
myself.
Hope Bull
Well,
isn't
I'm
Total
not on a
Bull
case
comment.
right
Thank you.
now,
It
that's
was
for
not.
sure.
I'm sure
I'm
that
the
that comment
deputy
was
curator,
the really key
remember?
difference maker there.
How's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
Do diamonds count?
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp.
What kind of tea are you gonna
Seriously,
drink?
though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
What kind of jeopardy?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of Beach Hill, I just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
What scoundrels?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
Where's your office?
707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
That one always gets me. Alright, we succeeded at that movement this time.
There, that looks like it's in order.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
Pleased to meet you. What are you working
Peppermint sounds like a good tea for the Bob Ross mug, especially in December.
Clean is an important aspect.
It's an excellent time for that.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
on? See you around, Henrik.
That will be fine.
That will be fine. He sounds kind of Australian there. He's
Now
like,
I can
fine.
start putting this together.
Nope, not that one.
That's done.
So now I do the number puzzle, right? Hope so. That's what. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna even check my notes.
That looks right.
Then I think it's Alejandro time now. Wait, no, it's not. What did I do? What did I forget? Well, okay. What did I forget? I did not look at the task list by the phone. That's what I didn't do. Oh well, this is fine. I have not looked at the plaque, but it's not plaque looking time
I'm
yet.
Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training.
I only look at the plaque when it's plaque looking time, not a second before, and
Conquistadors?
hopefully not a second after, because that ends poorly as we saw a few nights ago.
Explorers invaded Mexico. They became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth.
So
not
probably
just
losing
their
some time for
gold,
that,
their
but
artwork,
eh,
their
we're
sacred
fine. We're 2
objects.
minutes ahead already.
Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Do you blame Joanna and modern-day art collectors for something that happened
No,
long
I
before
look
they
at
were
the
born?
plaque
There is
right
more.
after
In the 19th
the
century, archaeologists
theft.
discovered
Right
the
after the
ruins
call
of
theft,
ancient
that's when I look at the
civilizations
plaque.
predating even the
Is
Aztecs.
what?
Many
I mean, really
of
can
the
do it on any of those
sites
trips.
were
You
robbed,
had
and
to talk to
stolen
Joanna 3
artifacts were
times,
sold
but
off to
obviously
art
the sooner you
museums
do
and
it,
collectors
the
around the world. Today,
less risk
finally,
of forgetting
it is
entirely.
illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
I see.
Hey.
Well, I should probably
Yo,
get going. Here
I
are
mean,
the
I'm talking
changes
about
to
the
loan
1 to
agreement for
32
the
sub-hour
monitor.
dream. That's
I
the real
just
dream.
need your signature, please.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Alright, time for Taylor's poor old
It's about
carcass.
time. Oh, my fears are like maggots
Okay.
infesting my poor old carcass.
Yeah, we're fine. We'll be fine.
They're from Oaxaca.
No, thank you. You said
Yo, I
Beach Hill
believe.
is in
I have the
jeopardy.
dream.
I need to know why.
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence
It'll never
Rutherford,
happen with that
a major
attitude, that's for
patron of
sure.
Arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts.
How was outside, Tyler? What's it like out there? It's been whole minutes since I was there.
I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are
Actually, it's been almost an hour. That was a fast hour.
trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Does Joanna share your
Trounced
concerns?
by
I've
thugs.
urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern, but what can I do to help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
Alright,
Okay,
already
no more
we're
flattery.
off.
Hey,
Oh, he
that's
said
an
don't play
interesting
Modest
piece
Mouse. Dang
there
it.
by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Maya artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Poppy Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota.
Yeah, it was a bit chilly. Oh, actually, it was warmer today than usual, but definitely not t-shirt and shorts weather over here.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
Alright, come on. Game, please.
Beach Hill's been hit.
This is the first run of the day.
The police are
I
on
did a
their
little bit of
way.
warm-up, but that's it.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. That's the organization Prudence
Someone has
Rutherford
cooked up my
works
worst
for.
nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
I'd like to have
Alarm
a look
skips
at
the best.
crime scene myself. Did the police turn up any clues?
The police took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
I've got work to do.
Bye!
Oh wait, oh. I didn't realize you could back out too early there. Well, now I know.
Need something?
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand. I'm hoping he can give me a translation.
What am I, fish food?
So on my
Henrik's
first
not the
attempt to
only
run
one
this
around
game,
here
I
who can
didn't
read
look
the
at the
glyphs
plaque
and
for so
know.
long, and I think I broke the
Happen to see
game.
the thief's message?
The police showed me the note. It said, "The magician suffers yellow death," whatever that means. Apparently, the thief just couldn't come up with the glyphs for "the curator suffers flaming purple disgrace."
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in Maya culture?
Afraid I can't help you there. What I want to know is what the hand was printed
What's the
with.
skip?
Obviously not finger paint. Why don't you do a little analysis on it in the lab?
I've got work to do.
Bye!
Okay, well that was more movement than I wanted, but I guess that works. Do, 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 do. It's a really calming jingle.
Okay, I've got a graph of the chemical used for the handprint. That's it. According to this chart, HS,
Come on.
so the handprint was made from mercury and sulfur.
Nope.
Need something?
I did
This
the
movement is
chemical
sick.
analysis you suggested. That red hand was printed with a
Oh, that's not new,
compound
E.
mercury
Lisa
and
discovered
sulfur.
that.
Does that mean anything to you?
Sure.
I've been doing it in my
Cinnabar.
runs.
The Maya would rub it into their most important carvings to add definition to the artist's lines.
Does the museum keep cinnabar around?
We use cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did, to keep things as authentic as possible. Henrik orders those kinds of supplies, but we've been out of stock for quite a while. The last I heard, there was some kind of holdup with the distributor.
I've got work to do.
Bye!
But yeah, it's a really handy skip. I recommend it. Yo, pour one out for Hendrik, guys.
Henrik!
Can I get an F for Hendrik? Or Henrik. I had a friend in college named Hendrik, so it gets confusing sometimes.
Amnesia? Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid.
Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours.
Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first.
George is right. She is your supervisor, after all.
She can't tell me what to do. Actually, I guess she can. This whole game is kind of about that. Yeah.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose.
Alright, who's ready to listen to some phone calls?
This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from
Yeah, so we're about a quarter of the way through the run. At you know, around the 15-minute mark. That makes sense for going for sub-hour. The first quarter is fun. And now, the next 2 quarters are mostly talking on the phone. So everyone grab a nice cup of tea, or some other beverage, get a snack, get some dinner if that makes sense for you, or some other meal if that would make more sense, and just get really cozy, and just listen to the nice sounds of Nurse Bluefoot.
Was admitted. He has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness, as we've been unable to contact any of his family members.
Yeah, glasses of wine, I think, will make many things more interesting. When it's just kind of listening to soothing voices, like Nurse Bluefoot's.
My direct line is 20.
Oh, is this yellow? Oh yeah, okay, I gotta get ready to actually dial the number now.
Thank you.
To replay now.
Yeah, please eat, especially if you're, drinking wine.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse
Okay,
Bluefoot?
didn't pick
This
the
is
wrong
Nancy
option this time.
Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How
Did it
is
last
he?
time, almost did it again.
Drew. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to
Galen,
locate
the
any
Pog
family
champion.
members.
Hello.
And we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality.
I mean, the most important ring theory is that if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it, Or if you like it, then you ought to put a ring on it, yeah. I can't even, can't even say words today.
Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured.
HS, you got it! You got why I called it Gnarls Barkley! Oh, that makes me so happy.
How does he regain access to the storage place?
First, we do repetitive memory exercises.
You forgot about Bull E.
Relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate.
Yeah, it's a really good line.
sensory memory
And
in
it
order
felt
to
like a good
trigger
splitting spot, so I was like, what do I call it? And I just thought about him going, makes you
Where
crazy.
do I come
And
in?
and then in my head I was like, I wonder what that would be like if you auto-tuned him to go with the song.
can probably
Makes you
help.
crazy.
And who knows where that will take him.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Those are the thoughts I have.
Leave to roam, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention.
Oh, there are definitely worse speed games than this.
Anxiety. Sometimes
There is one game, I'm forgetting its name right now, but the 100% speedrun is 2 weeks long, and most of it is just letting the game run. Like, you take care of everything you need, and then you just have to wait in-game for 2
Thanks
weeks.
for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Be well.
That was a bad dialing on my part, but whatever.
Keep it real. Max speaking.
Hi, I'm the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill Museum. I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions for me about our history.
It's some JRPG. And it's literally like you can do 99.9% of all the stuff in,
I suppose you call her
I'd say 8-ish hours or something. But
I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need
like there's just one item that like it transforms into another item
You're sure it was
only
last
after you've
week?
like had it for 2 weeks of like game time,
initials on the order are
and you need it for
Was the
100%.
package shipped
So
to the museum?
oh,
yeah, Bait Kaitos, that's
we
it.
didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used a top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Problem? Not that I could hold you responsible for.
Well, you sound a little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you know that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
Toxic?
Yeah, Ven is probably my nominee for worst speed game in this series.
You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to
Keep it real.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
I always forget about that one. That one's super fast, and you gotta scroll.
Before your accident, you were working there on some important Maya glyph translations. Do you remember anything about that project?
Oh, movement
I don't
always exists.
even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot.
Oh yeah, when is
regular
chocolate
visits,
percent?
I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
I'll visit.
Like, as dialogue heavy as this game is, at least all the dialogue's really good.
Well, isn't this nice?
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back. to you.
Pictures, well, isn't
I've got
this
a picture
nice?
with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
What
Oh,
should I
right, I
post
forgot
here?
that I've actually gotta put that
Okay,
up.
Here we go. These symbols
Go me.
mean the magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of
I should
the
like
written
focus
work.
more on what I'm actually
Don't
doing.
agree with the translation?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you
The
think?
infamous plague
I
of
rather
oozing
like it.
hives.
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember
I
something.
would memorize all the
What in the
puzzles.
world is Pakal?
That's my favorite part of all the runs.
Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today.
It actually sounds like the most fun part of the run to me.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
I see you've spoken with Joanna.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Do you think it's the same person who carried out those other thefts?
That awful red hand was left on.
Yeah, honestly, it's the
Rutherford's
RNG
jewelry
that would
box
kill
in
my
Topeka,
soul. Just like
and
playing
on the display
Scopa.
case in the museum in New Mexico.
Ugh, it's the
What's
worst.
The chance they're not connected.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
I need a photo of the
Oh,
Pakal
sweet, I got it
carving.
before he finished his
Do you
line.
have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go. Keep up the good work.
Well, look who it is.
Ready to do some memory work, Henrik? I brought
Brought
you
you
a
a picture.
This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Do you know his name?
Pakal. Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But
But why?
Oh, Pakal. What could I have meant by this?
Think, Henrik. Where's the carving now?
I can't remember.
Easy, Henrik. The answers are in your head. You just need to find them.
It's still in the museum.
Are you sure, Henrik? Did you plan to sell the Pakal on the black market?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum.
Find you someone who loves you the way
Devious plot.
Henrik loves
I was
Pakal.
the
That's all I've got to
only
say
one who
about this
could stand in the
conversation.
way.
What kind of plot?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Maybe that key goes to the lock where you hid the Pakal.
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
You can count on me, Henrik.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Nope, that's not. Those are the. No! Okay. You got it. We're fine.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Okay. Well, that was only a mild train wreck, so I'll take it. Oh shoot, I forgot to get. Okay, now it's a major train wreck. I'm so used to opening the bottom drawer second.
Hello, Nancy.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I'd rather
This
not
game kind
say.
of has a
It's
task
part
list.
of my investigation.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
What are you talking about, Alejandro?
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but
I think
she
classics
evades
is a
me.
fairly nebulous
If
term.
you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
First, you tell me you were unconcerned about the theft of the Pakal carving, and now you have an urgent need to see the provenance documents? Is it just me, or is this a little suspicious?
If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud,
I mean, in this run, we're done with the that list by
repatriation of the artwork. Whenever and wherever
the
it
11-minute
resurfaces.
mark,
I
judging
guess
by
I
my
hadn't thought
Joanna
about it
Cena
like
split.
that.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
Do you know
For
what
snake.
cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
I think Joanna may have been less than truthful with me.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
Nope,
I
she
should
could
get
not.
back to the museum.
She's not the thief.
Yes, you
Spoiler
should.
alert. Alright, awkward movement. My favorite. Okay, didn't read the provenance docs this time, that's good.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me?
I hope.
Here's your file, as requested.
Good work, my friend.
Ooh, yeah, we
suppose
lost some
you
time,
would like
okay.
something in return?
A deal's a deal.
Hey V, how's it
The
going?
Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T.
Alright, so now we've got the one
Much
fun part of
impressive.
this middle game
Adios,
section.
Nancy.
The radio tube went out.
Yeah, so not gonna read chat for a bit while I focus on the ham radio stuff. Ah, come on. Press the things I tell you to press. Yep, that's exactly not what I meant, but okay. Okay, I guess this is the game getting back at me for me saying I don't need to practice the ham radio. Okay. Hotel time. Oh, I always look at the alarm clock instead of the phone. I love you so much. Don't even act like I don't.
Jackson and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy.
That makes me sad.
Calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, and that they've donated.
Yeah, Galen, I can't believe you didn't play the games in order to experience all the true lore the way it was meant to be played.
It so happens
For shame.
and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas.
Oh yeah, how's Disney going, B? I saw today was Epcot. How was that?
How's that for a small world?
I do have super mega time save. Don't worry about that. This is sub 1 pace at this rate.
Talked to Prudence in about 10 years. But let's see if I still have her in this old dinosaur of a Rolodex. Ah, yes, here we go. Got a pen? It's area code 785-555-7279. What's this all about?
Terror, you're a great streamer. Don't even act like you're not.
A red-handed thief, much like the one who took the Pakal carving.
You're a real pro, Nancy. Say, why don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello, and she'll be expecting you.
That would be great, Mr. Rose.
Not a problem, dear.
Oh shoot, what am I doing now? Okay, I'm getting the Fool package. That package is a total fool, man. It doesn't even know what's in for it. And is that it? What do we do next? We get the... Okay, we go to Henrik next. We go to Henrik next, and I don't mess up the conversation this time. You hear me, everyone? I'm not gonna mess up the Henrik conversation this time. That's just true facts.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
Shoot, which line is it? It's not that one. It was not that one. I waited and I waited and I picked the wrong one.
This has something to do with the
Blech, I
plot
can't say
at the
words.
museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this whisperer of silent secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne,
Vahat.
Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true, authentic king of the Maya.
So have you figured out what you're gonna do tomorrow with your like last day for doing whatever at Disney?
Mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
What happened to the scribe's writings?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul, and her writings all in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Does this mean that the monolith is hollow inside and full of bones?
That's the idea.
Does anyone else know about this?
Good question.
Good
I'm
question.
certain that there's a dirty rat
Okay.
trying to get into that
So after
tomb.
we have this conversation
This is
about
where
trust,
my
I'm
memory
not
fizzles
gonna
out.
leave the conversation
Only
and
figure
then
out
waste
why I took the Pakal.
3.5
Do you think
minutes.
there's anyone I
It's
can
not gonna
trust?
happen.
Please don't breathe.
See,
a
look, I
word
clicked
of
it.
this.
We're
There's
great.
too
It's
much
not
at
gonna
stake.
happen.
Henrik,
Excellent.
I received a note from your friends in Copan. I've got the Copan Fool key. I still need the Pakal, though. How's your memory?
The tomb. Nancy, I hid the Pakal carving in the replica of the Pakal tomb at the bottom
Yeah,
of the
for a second I
temple.
was like, I hope he's not asking me to check Discord, because I'm a little
Another
busy.
thing, you'll need to get past that computer quiz. Sonny set it up with an impossible question. No one knows what Pakal was afraid of, but Sonny was petrified of the Coatamundi. It's an ornery bandit with a narrow snout and a long ringed tail. Much like
Oh,
a
right, I'm losing
raccoon
time
or a
because
polecat.
I
You
skipped the
rest up.
conversation
I'll
last
be
time.
back.
Be
That's
careful.
why.
disc.
I always look at that instead. Who do we call first? We call Choco first? Yeah.
Chaco Canyon
Oh wow, I
Cultural
must have
Center.
done something else too.
Hi, I'm hoping
That couldn't
to
have
speak
been.
to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the press?
No, I'm a detective.
How did I lose that much
investigating a
time?
similar
That's
crime in Washington,
that's
DC.
weird.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
It's fine.
My name is
We're
Nancy
saving more
Drew.
later,
I'm
so
calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost one of our prized jade
slipping and going in.
carvings.
Okay.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Oh, they're doing a
about
holiday
the
thing at the World
Chaco
Showcase.
Canyon?
Oh, that's really
Fire
cool.
away.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
Which piece would you say is the greatest loss for the center?
Definitely the jade
Yeah,
carving.
it might
was
not
highly unusual.
be.
There was a
It's gonna be
glyph on
close
it
at
that
this
no one
rate, or
could
whether it's gonna be
translate.
under an hour.
Until we hired Henrik Vanderhoof, that
Unless
is.
I start
His
playing
opinion
better.
was that it's Mayan in origin, and that it may have been a place name glyph.
But
for
I've still
this
got
area.
most of my time saved
As
up
you
my
can
sleeve,
imagine,
so.
we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Could you send me a photo of that jade?
Well, actually, I would say that, but I'm wearing short sleeves, so
I'm afraid I sent our only
maybe
print off to
maybe I
the
don't have it
insurance
up my
company.
sleeves,
They said
but
they'd
it's somewhere
return
around
it,
here.
but who knows when our claim will
I'll
be
find it
processed.
sometime in the next
Sorry.
15 minutes or
I've
so.
just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright
Is that
idea.
is that actually a dialogue option? It doesn't like change
Can you
color.
call back later?
Huh.
Sure thing.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
I always click the 2 too fast, then it ends up going
Chaco
slower for
Canyon
some reason.
Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. Well, we racked our brains. Finally, one of my staff came up with the original box that the carving was packed in.
Yeah, it would be nice if I finally get the Tooth Fairy whenever I open the monolith.
Prevent damage during shipping. I'm
I
not
keep
sure
getting
how much
baited
good
into
it'll
thinking
do
it's
you.
going to be the Tooth Fairy, and then it's always Sinclair instead.
That just might work.
Henrik left Beach Hill as his forwarding address, so I know what to do. I'll send it express.
Also, none of your speakers are like malfunctioning or anything. You do hear the phone ring for the entirety of that conversation when you do it immediately after the first one like that, for whatever reason. It's really cool. I'm a fan.
The artist formerly
Oh shoot, I
known as
called Poppy
Penelope
instead.
is OOC,
Oh, that's...
OTH, TDT, and generally
Alright,
not
well, we're just
in the
skipping that split
mood.
then.
Please call back SOT, that is, some other time. Peace.
Remember that time I said I was going to focus? Yeah, that didn't really happen.
Daddle residence.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my
Great-grandfather.
You're talking about the jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well,
It's
a
a lucky life, if you ask me.
So what can I do for you?
I'm investigating a recent rash of thefts around the country involving
Man, I'm
similar
playing
Maya
so well.
artifacts. Any information you could give me about
That's a
the
lie.
one your great-grandfather bought would be very helpful.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
Someday I'll have everyone's phone numbers memorized.
Hello?
Hi, is this Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world? Wait.
Every time she
you're
says
not
that,
Poppy Dada, are
it's
you?
so hard to not go, I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy, I'm
My
Poppy.
name's Nancy Drew.
That's a
I'm
great video.
detective.
A detective? No way. So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I don't run into too many dead bodies, luckily. But there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
No. You see, it's all a big coincidence. Your dad's name came up in connection with a case I'm working on.
Go Dad. Don't tell me he's wanted by the FBI.
Go Dad.
I'll be so jealous.
Sorry, Poppy. There's no FBI in on this case, and your dad's not wanted.
Okay, what then?
Oh yeah, if Poppy was Spanish, then Henry Dado would be Poppy's Poppy.
And leaving this scary red handprint
That's pretty
at the
neat.
scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It seems like some kind of threat. But to whom? And what is this thief really after? It's more than money, I'm sure of it.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
I got a tip that
You
your
picked the first conversation option a lot in this one.
Much like the ones that are being stolen. I'm hoping to take a look at it.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
Poppy, what were you thinking? You'll never get it back.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying?
Oh, it's
that a
art
work
time,
of art is
guys.
never finished, just
About to learn what art is.
Well, I'm taking that idea to the limit by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, don't touch. I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues to become. Don't you see? It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die, just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
I can't
Oh,
imagine
it makes me
your
cry
dad
every
would be
time.
very pleased about this. Does he know?
Oh, Nancy, don't be such
That's an Emmy-winning performance right there, or whatever the video game Emmy equivalent is. I feel like if Nancy Drew qualified for anything, it would be an Emmy. It feels like, you know, daytime TV show kind of thing.
The one with the rubber shark.
I mean, heck, Stay Tuned for Danger is about a daytime TV show.
Well, take a closer look there, sweets. It's in there. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
But wouldn't it ruin your painting?
Of course not. After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
Something in its place? Like what? An old shoe? A subway token? A movie stub?
No, it should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
I'll do my best.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
It's a deal.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Alright, last phone call, everybody.
Yes, hello?
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington, D.C.
I mean, okay, second to last phone call, but this is the last really long phone call, A, and the last one in this giant mega block of phone calls. We have to do some fun things after this.
To think how they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens!
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Was the necklace...
You're gonna miss the phone calls? Well, don't worry, I saved the best phone call for last. It's short, and it's interesting. Because I don't think... Yeah, Galen, you've definitely never seen this before.
More? In what way?
I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me.
Yo, I wonder how many people are in the Rutherford family, and I wonder if they all sound like her.
What does the jade piece look like?
That must be the best Thanksgiving ever.
No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers have agreed that it has something to do with a snake, the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
Do you think the thief or thieves had any idea of what they were stealing?
Oh, they must have known.
The rest of my valuables were left untouched. Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
What about evidence?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Miss Rutherford, it would be so helpful if I knew exactly what your carving looked like. Could you send me a picture that shows it in detail?
I can do better than a photo. The insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea.
I don't know why, but like whenever Prudence says I can do better than a photo, it just sounds more suggestive than I'm comfortable with from her. Frankly.
Perfect. Let me give you the address.
My secretary will have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you would require, young lady...
Oh wow, I lost so much time. Okay, this might not be a sub 1 anymore, but it'll be close.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy...
Yeah, this will be really close.
When you find the villains who did this to me...
I need to go fast.
Do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
I sure will. Goodbye.
Oh.
May I take a closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
Alright, time for the fun part of the game. Wait, what? Why did that not work? RIP. Did I misspell the last one? I might have. Okay, there we go. I think I was just too fast, yeah. Oh well. Okay, yeah, so that's probably RIP sub 1, but 1 flat will be cool. Oh, yo, great maze. Let's go. Just gonna try to be really careful with this one, because it always likes to troll me. There we go. This movement is so awkward. please spell this right. Nope, already wrong. Alright, well, I spelled it right eventually.
I wonder if Henrik would remember the answer.
Alright. So just saved like 3.5 minutes right there. Oh.
I'd better go back.
Nancy, it's
Did I do all the right
Joanna.
things? Yes, okay.
Giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me.
Yeah, you know, I just discovered new places on this run I've done before. It's a new strat.
Set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move
Okay.
on, this exhibit is going straight
Prepare to get
to
your
the
mind
tube.
blown, Galen. It's gonna get really cool.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
Oh, really? Why?
I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But
Wow, okay. I didn't realize I was gonna save 4 minutes on that last floor.
Don't worry, I'm used to it by now.
That was
And
nuts.
after all, this situation is
Like, I knew I would save
treacherous
3.5.
than my recent attempt at a ski vacation in Wisconsin. Anyway, about Beach
4
Hill.
was more than I calculated.
I know what you're going to say, Nancy.
So I've just gotta play consistent and
Joanna Riggs has been in the
well
doghouse
enough,
with the board for months.
and then everything will be
Her
fine.
thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Don't you believe she's genuinely concerned about the welfare of the museum?
She's gotta be stopped is kind of ominous, dude.
For integrity and sound judgment, Nancy. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
What do you want me to do?
We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you
Oh, I forgot that. I'm supposed to say that now.
Ms. Riggs another chance.
Yeah, I haven't updated my notes with the now merged Franklin conversation.
Great. So the case is closed.
I really need to fix that.
Joanna as museum curator, and we can get on with the business of launching this exhibit. Where in the world did you find it? Who's behind all this nonsense?
Mr. Rose, this case is far from closed. Do you trust me?
What in the world are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I can't explain everything now. I'll take good care of the carving, I promise.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Do what you have to do, but let's get this mess cleaned up, all right?
So you'll call Joanna and invite her back to work?
I'll call her right away.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Thanks for clearing my name, Nancy. Honestly, I mean, what kind of moron would I be to
Alright,
try
so
and
now we
ruin
get
my own
Pete Best's
exhibit?
carving.
Anyway, we need to make up for
Then
lost
we
time.
get
I
the
need you to
cast,
go
when
to
we make the
storeroom
last
and
carving,
start
then we assemble the
unpacking
power
some of those
cube.
crates. One of the pieces
And then
has a
we
fancy
beat the game from
security
there.
device on it. The
That's
code
the exact, very
0677.
specific sequence of
I've
steps.
got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Oh, got it first try this time. Boom.
I bet I can make a mold from this foam core.
That got me last time too. That was slow, but whatever.
According to Henrik's notes, I need to make a key out of these pieces. Now I have the key.
Nope.
Wow, these are... I'm not sure I can hold on to these stones. I've got to...
Man, hope I don't break them, Galen, huh? Oh, this is the wrong side. That's the... Oh, wait, no. That was the right side. Okay.
The poem said, when the first king ascends again. This side looks damaged. I'll have to choose which
Nope,
side
that's the wrong one. Come on, Nancy.
Nothing happened.
What did you hear her say? What was so not right? Was it it's open by any chance? Was it it's unlocked? That'd be pretty weird.
This should be the last step. I wonder what's inside. It's blank.
Who's your friend, Nancy? Boo.
Taylor Sinclair.
Oh, we got it.
Who'd you expect? The Tooth Fairy?
It wasn't the Tooth Fairy.
Looks like someone forgot her beauty.
I guess that's next run.
I guess we can't all age gracefully.
I'm sure she would say the same about you.
You've been a top-notch assistant, Nancy, but I'm afraid you're just not going to make it in the art world.
Why?
Yeah, minus 541 is what happens when you remember to talk to Henrik about Quadamundi. Quadamundi.
And all of its contents belong to Mexico.
Finders
That's...
keepers, I say.
Yeah, that probably wasn't right.
This thing has any contents. Won't they get a surprise when they finally open it up and find that
Still
it
got to do
contains
the
a
end puzzle.
century
We're not done yet.
and a 21st century detective. Adios, Nancy.
Down.
I'm starting to run out of air in here.
I did that before too. Okay, probably lost a little bit of time, but yeah, this is gonna be 59.
From the tomb.
Second try.
Mermaid from the sea. Meanwhile, the foolish villain stews in the sour soup of his own
Thank you,
miscalculation.
Yandema.
From deep in the recesses of time, a wise
This should have been anticlimactic, but all my screw-ups made it close.
And a priceless chapter of history is
But then it turned out my temple was even worse than I thought in my PB, so...
What in the world?
Yeah, so I guess next is Shadow Ranch to extend the sub-hour streak.
Dear Dad, it was great to talk to you on the phone last night. I can't wait
Cool.
to see you back in River Heights.